All right. Hello, Rev.
Hello.
You look so good.
Thanks. You too. I love your shirt.
Okay, so I was hoping that I was going to get on an angle where you couldn't see it just yet, but totally fangirling right now.
Oh, I love it.
I was thinking to myself, I'm like, the picture's awesome. You look gorgeous in it. And if ever I was to try to pull off this look, say I would need either some serious Gorilla Tape or a longer shirt, just saying.
Oh my God. Well, my shirt is barely holding on by a thread. So I'm with you.
Talking about all of the exciting things going on in your world. You are crazy busy, and that is a good thing.
It's a lot of fun. A lot of fun.
People who are just getting to know you should know you are from Montreal originally.
I am from Montreal originally. I moved to Toronto at the top of 2020, right before the world shut down. Yeah, Montrealer first and always.
I mean, you were creating music all through that. And what was that like? And how did that kind of affect you?
Well, we had to learn to adapt very, very quickly because we're so used to creating on a whim. You feel inspired, you get into the studio, you're around, hundreds of people all the time. And so when it was impossible to do that, we just really had to adapt. And so along came Zoom sessions, along came learning new skills, recording your own vocals. It was a very steep learning curve, but we pushed through.
That's amazing. Good for you. I can imagine that if you're trying to be on a Zoom call and you've got the freezing situation happening as well, it probably is a little bit of some interference there.
Oh, definitely. There was a lot of interference, but hey, it opened a whole new Pandora's box, but in a positive way. It's opened doors. Now we're accustomed to kind of working online when, obviously it's not our preference, but connecting with producers and other artists across the globe so easily. And now that we have that skill set, it's just opened a lot of doors as well. So it was a blessing in disguise, I guess.
You probably got to be pretty excited to be back in front of fans though, right? I mean, nothing like being able to perform on stage. And I mean, your shows are high energy. You're a high energy performer and your music is fun. And so you probably just really feed off of people in the crowd, right?
It's everything. I mean, it's the best part of this whole job is to be able to connect and to dance with fans and to hear stories. It's just really the best part. And I'm so excited that now we can do that again.
One of the things I like about you, Rev, is that your music is, it's fun and it's uplifting, but it also, lyrically tells a story too, which is so great. And is that something that is just important to you, or is that just something that just comes naturally in your writing process? How does that work?
I think it's a little bit of both. It's the most important thing because I think that what people connect to beyond a great beat and a great instrumental is a story, because they're like, oh, I've been there. I really connect to this in that way. And that creates a lasting impression. I got asked a question a few days ago. What is the best environment to consume your music in? Like what scenario? I really, especially in this body of work that I'm building, I want to be everywhere all at once. I want to be in the club with you, but at the same time, if you're going through a breakup or a hard time with a friend, I want to be on the couch with you with your ice cream in your headphones on that journey with you as well. That's what the most important thing to me is.
Well, I'll tell you right now, I'm in the process of moving and Control-Alt-Delete came on and I'm like, yeah. So it's true. It doesn't matter. It just fits wherever you are in your day and in your life too. So a huge congratulations on the success of Control-Alt-Delete, platinum certified 8 months after release. That's amazing. And now I'm excited for you for Whitney because I love this song so much. It's such an earworm.
Thank you. The
vibe is good. And tell us a little bit about how that song came to be and how it was born.
Whitney is my eldest child. So one of my eldest children, song babies. I wrote Whitney back in 2016 when I was still working at my 9-to-5, many 9-to-5s in Montreal. And I would come home from work and I would sit at my piano and just write and let it all pour out of me. And I remember feeling one day in the particular role that I was in, that I was just growing old before my time because I wasn't really being my most authentic self and just doing music full time, which is, that's where my soul is. I remember writing about that and just reminiscing about all the idols that I grew up watching and listening to. And that really became the concept of the song. And the chorus, obviously, Chaka Khan and Whitney Houston's song, I'm Every Woman That Loves and Knows. Usually when I'm writing songs, if I get stuck on a chorus, I'll just throw anything in there. as a placeholder until I can beat it. I was, in a wedding band at the time. My favorite song to sing was I'm Every Woman. So I said, okay, placeholder. And the more that I sat with it, the more that it marinated, I was like, how do you beat that? Like, how do you really beat that? Like Ashford and Simpson, they kill it. Ain't no mountain high enough. And so I sent it to my manager and he goes, this is great. It is going to be impossible to clear this interpolation. But I said to him, I was like, let's just take a chance. You never know what's going to happen. By some stroke of luck, maybe they'll say yes. And lo and behold, a year later, they said yes. And, obviously they have a percentage of the song, as they should, because it is the heart of the song. But we were able to get it cleared, and it is now available to the public, which I never truly thought it would be.
Not just available to the public, but I mean, it went number one on the dance chart. So, it's got to feel pretty good when your fans and your audience can really connect with what you're creating.
Oh yeah, it's the best part.
Well, I love that story of how Whitney came to be, and very cool to hear like the placeholder part, right? And do you do that often where it's like, okay, I'll just put that in there for now and then I'll get back to it?
It all depends. Like some songs are, get started off of a really great chorus idea. The process is different from song to song. And so it's not something that happens every single time. But if you have really good lyrical concepts and melodic concepts for the verse, and it's just one of the many ways that songs get written in my house.
Your collaboration with Banx Ranx, love headphones as well. Is that what you're going to be performing on the Junos?
Yes, I can't say too much about it, but there are going to be songs on it that it's a collaborative performance, obviously, between me, Banx Ranx, and Preston Pablo. And it will be a combination of, they don't like the word medley, but a collaborative performance. And you will hear many of our songs that you recognize in there. So skating around it. Yeah, we're really, really stoked.
3 nominations.
I'm still shook. I'm not over it. It's such an honor, and I'm just so grateful to be a part of the conversation.
So you're up for Breakthrough Artist, Dance Recording, and TikTok Juno Fans Choice. And I know you're probably not supposed to answer this, and if you can't, that's fine. What award would you be most stoked to pick up?
Any of them. And I know that's such a boring answer, but it's like choosing, like I can't choose my favorite child. Again, so shocked that I'm even nominated, that it would be a blessing and such an honor to pick up any of those awards. I just admire everybody nominated in every category so much, but I can't believe that I'm being mentioned in the same, list as some of these peers that I look up so much. So any of those awards, I would just be flabbergasted.
I mean, a huge congratulations to you and good luck at the Junos. I want to touch on the brand new song that came out in support of Kids Help Phone artists for Feel Out Loud called What I Wouldn't Do. And yes, this is a really amazing song. I had an opportunity to hear it after it got sent to us. Over 50 Canadian artists on this. That's incredible. I don't have to ask like why you would want to get involved in this, but what is that like? What does that mean to you to be involved in something like this?
It is probably the most important thing that I've ever been involved in. And I say that from the bottom of my heart because mental health is not spoken about enough. And any opportunity that we have to create a conversation, and in this case, such a big conversation involving so many artists, is just literally the most important thing that you could do. It is a responsibility to have a platform and to be able to use it wisely to spotlight the issues that we're facing. And in this case, mental health is very vital.
Well said, Rev. We're looking forward to seeing you at the Junos, and we are looking forward as well. You're going to be at the Access Club in Toronto, March 25th. You are busy. You are slaying. You go, girl. Thanks for talking with us.
Thanks so much for having me.
107.5 Cool FM.